The federal government has disclosed that it is expecting about 105 metric tons of potassium used for blending fertilizer from Russia and Canada in June this year. Managing Director of the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority (NSIA), Uche Orji, revealed this on Thursday at a press briefing on the Presidential Fertilizer Initiative (FPI) in Abuja. Orji further assured farmers that the unavailability of potash, which was the biggest problem last year, has been resolved earlier through the FPI, which seeks to drive fertilizer initiative.
Many of you here, especially ones who are not farmers, will understand that when a farmer asks for fertilizer, most times he asks for NPK. So what is NPK? N is nitrogen, but mostly comes from urea. P is phosphate, which is something that is made from phosphate rock that mostly comes from Morocco. And K is potash, that actually up until recently, we were buying the bulk of it from, almost all of it from Russia. That is what makes your NPK fertilizer. Now, up until PFI, what was happening? We were importing the whole fully blended fertilizer. No respect was paid to our domestic industry, our domestic blending plant. We're just importing it, subsidizing it, and most of it were not actually getting to the farmers. Every year, the government had to spend a huge amount of money to pay subsidy, and there were complaints of shortages, prices were high, our domestic blending industry were moribund completely. I think at the time, only 4 were operating at about 10% capacity utilization. So the president said, okay, how are we going to address this? How do we get high quality fertilizer to farmers at a reasonable price? And that was the origin of the Presidential Fertilizer Initiative. And this was bring in phosphate from Morocco, bring in potash from Russia, wherever we might get it, even Canada. We have domestic capacity in urea, first with Indorama, now with Dangote. Why do we leave that and still import urea from other people? So blend those three together, get the domestic industry to come together and blend the fertilizer. We create jobs locally, and that is what the essence of PFI is. Bring these raw materials in, bring down the cost, make it cheap, make it high quality, make it available, create jobs in the country, and that is the essence of PFI.